Oh, it is the last bonus episode on Coil.
Yeah, you guys are going to want to switch to the Patreon if you want to keep getting these.
Mm-hmm. You can keep subscribing to Coil and just listen to those 16 or 18 or whatever over and over again.
And just continue to send your money somewhere.
We don't know where it's going. At no point it went to us. We still don't really understand how it happened, but yeah. Anyway, go to patreon.com/cowardhour and continue to get your new episodes there. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Ooh, here we are.
I'm
gonna kind of miss clowning on Coil a little bit.
We can keep doing it depending on what the Hard Times relationship is with Coil. I think we might still be able to keep doing it.
Yeah, I don't really know. We probably shouldn't too much though. I must stand Patreon because it looks like they're gonna ruin Owen Benjamin.
Are they? Is that developing? Because he tried to sue them, right? Because for a while the story was he was going to take them down.
I think that was some harsh fake news.
I thought it was like him and Sarkhan of Akkad.
Yeah, they tried, and
okay.
Apparently they had no case. They got what they did was Owen Benjamin got like 70 of his bears to sue individually as like a class action thing because they thought that would work. And basically, I think they were I'm not a lawyer and I'm not following it too closely. I think they were trying to get Patreon to settle or something, or just give in and let them back on it. But it looks like what's actually happening is Patreon is countersuing each individual Owen Benjamin fan. And this is bad for Owen because he has promised to cover all of their legal bills, which he can't.
Right. Oh, fuck. Well, no, because I saw... That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
I know that the original plan was, based on the number of, hypothetical payouts that Patreon would have to make, assuming that they were going to win, and they were painting it like they had a bulletproof case, that it would, bankrupt Patreon, which always seemed like a long shot, right? But that's so, Owen will... How will he have a base after this?
It's a cult. I think right now, I don't think he doesn't have a very big fan base at all. It's just of the people left, they're super, super dedicated. Where
they'll do anything for
it's you call the herd and it's stronger. Everybody, the more people he turns away by betraying them, all he's going to have left is these people who are convinced that he's their father.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's another level of fucking crazy. You're right. That's a fucking thing because Robbie and I have been watching that Baked Alaska guy, and it's just how could these disgraced alt-right figures have such small but devoted fan bases? Where it's these people literally they just Owen Benjamin, Baked Alaska, all these people, they just in objective ways humiliate themselves on camera. For dozens of hours every week.
Yeah,
and people are just yes, this is my fucking
this is my guy. Well, it's it's how it's people like podcasts and will pay for them because it's a rude, unfiltered kind of comedy that you can't get in any other commercial product. It's right. That 10 steps down the line where it's people who aren't even comedy fans anymore. They're just well, Alex Jones says globalists instead of kikes, so I don't want to give him my money.
yeah, Alex Jones is too much of a centrist.
Yeah, that's what these people are.
Oh my god.
They're well, Owen Benjamin just straight up says the N-word hatefully, so that's my comedian. It's is this comedy content?
Well, there's another element to it as well. I think there are those people, but the way that I was starting to appreciate it is it does kind of it feels like this when you watch these streams where people are having these incredibly unique and bizarre meltdown. Like I'm getting off when I watch them in the same way that like Harmony Korine and David Lynch films used to make me feel. No, seriously, it's like a burgeoning form, you know.
No, just like watching that sort of completely diluted fucking retard just in their element. It's like that old was it MDE or no? It was Thanks Computer. Is that old the Travis the Ultimate documentary?
Yes,
where you watch it and you're like, this is art.
But
they found the most interesting man alive.
But no, literally, when I was watching Robbie and I have been going back watching these streams, and I've literally been like, I think that this is art. There's like, there's this, I don't know how to characterize it, but there's this spontaneous poetry to it. That's the only way.
I mean, it is like it's like an authentic I'm Not Here, where it's like,
yes,
like Joaquin Phoenix was like, wouldn't it be artistically interesting if I ruined my career and life?
Yeah,
and
yes.
The answer is yes. So this is a less artificial version of that.
Yeah, it's like if I'm Not Here was fucking 6,000 hours long, you know, like.
Yeah,
and dude, it's great. I was watching.
It's like if I'm Not Here got to the point where it's like, what if I lost my kids? Would that be a good bit?
Well, I was watching this. There's a 50-minute edit. I mean, it's so singular. It's so perfect. There's this 50. So Baked Alaska, he like found this girl who's like suffering from like CTE or something, and he takes her on the road with him, and she is like Natalie Portman in Garden State, but like, you know, in reality, that's a very scary person.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
we've both dated that person.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
several.
And there's this 50-minute segment that's been cut and put on YouTube of them in a DoubleTree hotel and her having like a weird schizophrenic break, but also having these really like lucid, insightful moments where she accuses Baked Alaska of using his like, you know, influence to essentially kidnap her and take her to Arizona or wherever the fuck they are. And meanwhile, while this is happening, they're like kissing and having tender moments, and people are able to, if you donate enough money, you can like play like a minute of a song. So people are like in real time, like, you know, like piping these songs through Baked Alaska's setup, and like the mood of the songs is altering the mood of like their interaction. Anyway, I watched this whole thing and I was like, they should show this in MoMA. Like really, they should. This feels as fucking crazy as like anything John Waters was doing. Anything like it feels like a new something, and I don't want it to go away. So to the supporters of Owen Benjamin's credit, I understand wanting it to stay around.
What we need is that kind of stuff should have a platform. All the money should go to like a performing arts high school or something. Yeah. It shouldn't go to the people involved.
It's so funny to think that there is somebody out there, probably young kids too, where the main, it's really kind of scary, where like Baked Alaska is probably some kid, that's the main thing that he consumes. Like that's entertainment for him. He probably, similar to like, I bet he like reenacts some of the fucking streams by himself because he's alone. I don't know. This guy that I'm imagining has to exist. You know what I mean? These people who are obsessed with disgraced Twitch streamers.
Yeah, I've never really thought about that. There definitely are people who watch more YouTube than they do television or movies or anything.
Yeah, my dad is one of them. Yeah, no, but it's the fucking new...
Who are your dad's vloggers?
Dave Rubin.
It'd be funny if your dad just loved Robert Benfer.
You know what? At this point, I think I would be completely like nonplussed if he told me that.
I forget who Dave Rubin. He's one of the like conservative or like guys, right?
Yeah, but he's the dumbest one. that's what kills me is like I know my dad's not stupid, but like because you know like he's older and he's like susceptible to the algorithm. Like he just gets served up this stuff, and he's like telling me all this shit that Dave Rubin says that's really smart. And meanwhile, like I've heard Dave Rubin on the record say that the government shouldn't interfere with building regulations. Because it's a violation of like, you know, of like contractors and architects, and like just let them do let them self-regulate because they want to build good stuff. And it's like, Are you crazy? You think there should be no
Yeah.
like standard building regulations?
No,
So
like
anyway, so-
building regulations are all that's helping a contractor tell the person hiring him that they can't just not have fire escapes. 'Cause they
Yeah,
cost more money.
yeah. So he's a
What if we had half as many beams? And the rest of the money went in my bonus, as do the life insurance of all my employees when they die in this building.
It's like, yeah, have you ever just interacted with like even with building regulations, those guys fuck you over. Like nobody's ever been happy with a contractor. Nobody has a good contractor experience.
Yeah.
So,
Well, in
so anyway,
Lancaster
so this
County,
is the
I
guy that
think
my dad loves.
The for some reason the Amish have a great reputation where I
Well,
think
it's not for some reason. It's the fear of God in their hearts, Brendan.
Oh wait, yeah, that must be it. The Amish have a lot of bad things about them, but I guess the fear of hell would make you honest in your business dealings.
If you shortchange a man on wooden beams, you will never live in God's eternal grace, which is a frightening prospect. Over a couple pieces of wood, not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But
They make good furniture, I'll tell you that much.
they make good everything. Pepperoni logs. I was like, dude, I remember the first time I had like a pepperoni log at the Amish market. I was like, they let you guys have these? This is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely cafeteria Amish by this point.
Oh,
There's
definitely.
a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
It's weird when you see them at like a bar.
Oh, are they allowed to?
Yes. Yeah, Amish people drink. It's only men though. You never see women like out alone without men.
Right. Are they allowed to like, cavort about with people from the 21st century?
Well, do you know what Rumspringa is?
I know what Rumspringa is. I know that some of them never come back. It's crazy that they even let them have the taste.
I guess
Don't
you
they-
gotta let them.
Don't they don't a lot of them just like immediately like buy drugs?
I think a lot of them do meth.
Holy shit.
That's part of it. But yeah, and I've never met an Amish person on Rumspringa, but someone who had told me that you can tell someone is an Amish person on Rumspringa when they look like someone cool from pop culture from like an oldish magazine.
Right.
Or like
From,
they
like,
don't
the
have
80s.
TV, so it'd be like them showing up with like frosted tips and
Yes.
like just dressed like Justin Timberlake or something.
How old are they when they go on Rumspringa?
I think it's like 18.
Oh, I would imagine catching an Amish bae right as she ventures out on Rumspringa, dude.
Honestly, I would try to go back with her. I wouldn't try to keep her. I would try to go back. I'd be like, what? So I can like work for your dad and like never worry about paying rent? What? I don't have to pay any taxes if I wear this hat? Sick.
And you
I'll
guys
wear the
will-
no tax hat.
You guys will burn my phone in a pyre.
Hell yeah. I'll just make chairs with your father. and
Yes,
we'll
dude,
both
holy
grow
shit.
horrible beards, and for some reason you'll like that. Amish bays have got to be ride or die.
Oh, the absolute. I mean, they're literally conditioned to be that way. It's 18 years of mental abuse that tell them they must be ride or die.
Well, yes.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
I said, well, yes, but we don't always need to know how the sausage is made. Loyal Bay,
I would-
no questions.
I would love to like catch a gaggle of Amish on Rumspringa. That would be so. I imagine the hang with those people. That must be incredible. And also, how do
Yeah.
you ever like if you go?
there-
I don't. I guess
yeah.
I guess I understand people who go back because a lot of people venture out into the world and it's scary for them. But like, imagine if you enjoy it, but you still feel an obligation to go back. It's like you're living and you're probably always living in the memory of Rumspringa.
It could be. I mean, they might actually be happy.
I just don't
I
see
mean,
how
like-
that could be true.
I mean, it's like if you convinced an entire town to Unabomber with you.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, we're just farming and chilling. It's really a very coward hour way to live. It's like you, other than abusing animals, it's like all we're about.
Right.
It's like, well, let's see, I'm
yeah.
going to live off the land. I'm going to pray. There's no stand-up comedy.
But there's also no gaming.
Oh yeah, that is a problem.
Dude, we need to start.
Yeah.
Who are the Amish who are allowed to game? Those are Mennonites.
We could start
right?
that. I never thought about the fact that Ted Kaczynski didn't at least have like a PSP out there.
Dude, I guarantee you he would have. Well, he probably would have hated it. Actually, I don't know. I think if he got in the right game, he would get really on board with the PlayStation.
Yeah, you could. I bet if you showed him JFK Reloaded, I bet he'd be into that.
Oh fuck!
That would be funny if Ted Kaczynski's like whole deal was he hates all technology except for like 2000s Flash games.
Yeah, man. That is the one part. That's the one part about like going off the grid. I'm just like whenever I say that, and I guess what I'm not. I guess it's implied because I don't. There's a parentheses at the end of that. That's like, I'm bringing my games with me. I'm bringing my laptop. I have to finish watching. Yes, I want to be alone. I want to do Desert Solitaire. I want to like be in like a lookout post in a national park. But I still have to watch 5,000 more movies before I die.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I think that you would struggle. I think I could handle it because it's like you can buy your games physical, you can watch Blu-rays and stuff. But for you, you'd be like, I need to watch streams of fucking losers.
That's very true.
Yeah. What am I going to do if I don't listen to this fucking guy's podcast who was rude to me at a mic once 4 years ago, and now I follow his decline for the rest of his life?
No. Wait. To be fair, Doug Culp was always nice to me. That's what's so especially twisted about it.
Yeah, I feel like your taste in like online trash is getting darker. Like, I mean, you've always been into like videos of guys dying.
Yeah, getting beheaded.
Today you sent me a video of a kid dying.
I sent you of a kid dying? No, he wasn't a kid.
There's a kid falling down a manhole.
Oh, do you think he died? Well, you don't see him die. Nobody knows if he's dead. Nobody knows. But, well...
Kids don't fall down manholes, and you don't hear about a kid who fell down a manhole and now he's good.
Well, I will say it's funny because I think that in some ways it sounds like I've gotten better, but I will tell you that going from watching people get beheaded to like listening to like a podcaster like ruin his life over the course of like 5 years, that really is a graduation because
that is better, I would say.
What?
I'm not a therapist, but I would say that that's better.
No, it's not because because
you're on Suboxone basically.
No, I'm not on Suboxone. Let me explain it to you.
Okay.
Because the beheadings are over so quick. Does that make sense? I'm literally I've graduated to a nut where I can only get off on fates worse than death.
Oh God.
No, it really, I mean, like people who are just like actually living in hell. Cause people who get, you watch these terrorist videos, they behead the guy, you don't see what happens next. It's literally like the people that I'm into now don't even realize that they're already dead.
Mm-hmm. I would love a nice hot mic at the beheading video, though. They think they cut and they start chilling.
Oh fuck! That's so funny.
Talking about the ISIS HR lady's tits, or something. I don't know. I guess no women work at ISIS.
No. But what if they did?
We will now riff it out.
But I do. So I don't know. I gotta get back to my roots. I should watch more ISIS videos. I mean, ISIS is kind of on the outs.
Yeah.
What are they even doing?
Hot now?
I mean, the Azeri army is definitely they're trying to they're playing catch up big time.
Yeah, they have a lot of heat right now.
They have a lot of heat right now. I think that the Taliban is like poised to come back, and well, now that Biden's back in office,
is it poised to come back, or is the government poised to pretend they're back?
You're exactly right. That's exactly we're like the we're there's rumblings of how dangerous the Taliban is again. And I'm like, all right, here we fucking go. I guess we're gonna do this again.
Yeah.
There was some video that got shared today of like an American vehicle just like rolling through the Middle East, and everybody there just, I mean, like literally it was something like 100 people all running to gather like stones and sticks and just like pelting this fucking this Jeep with it. And it's like, yeah, we need to leave there. They hate us there so much.
When you said an American vehicle, I imagined so many different options.
Yeah.
Like, is it the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile?
Yeah.
And they're just fucking pissed.
The Mujahideen fighters hate the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
It's pork.
Oh fuck.
It's like viral Arrested Development season 8 marketing or something. It's the fucking stair car.
My biggest fear that I really, my wonder is how long until you and me are doing these streams. You know what I mean? Like individually.
Oh, where like the podcast is gone and
everything's gone.
Everything's
just
gone. It's just you and me.
We're just live streaming. We're just like live streaming, like walking down, like somehow we've wound up in New Orleans. and we're just like live streaming, like harassing people, like macing and tasing people and then running away. And then like when the cops show up to confront us, we do the Blue Lives Matter salute and tell them how much we appreciate them. How long until that? Because I feel like that comes. I feel like that is,
yeah.
What that's just the new, like, that's the new straight to video now. Like post career is just like straight to streaming, getting arrested by cops while you're trying to like tell them how much you love them.
I want to be the first celebrity where like my biggest thing is Cameo. Like I blow up on Cameo.
Oh shit, that's a sick move. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm amazed there hasn't been one of those guys yet. I mean, I guess it's
I guess don't they vet who's on there?
No, it doesn't seem like they do. Or if they do, it's pretty lenient. Because if Robert De Niro guy can get on there,
that is so sick.
Yeah, some people that we know are on Cameo for like $5.
Yeah, it's always weird when like, yeah, you know, it's good to believe in yourself, but it's always weird when comics believe in themselves too much.
Oh, definitely.
Like I notice it's always like it's always, I mean, it's like I think it's specific. It's usually like white and black dudes, right? Like women, you know, they just get to be on TV or whatever, so they're not
right away.
But yeah, there's always like, especially in local scenes, there's some guy who like you see at Mike's who's like not passed at the local club and is just like on Gig Salad. Like, I'll do an hour for your grandpa's birthday. Like, well, what is this? Have you ever gotten a booking? I feel like occasionally they must.
On Gig Salad? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's literally just like there's probably a grift there that you can like run for a while before the goodwill runs out, right? I'm sure that like some of those people have made like a few $100s on Gig Salad. Yeah. And it's like, all right, fucking do it, I guess. I don't know. It's hard for me to like criticize anybody for like any approach they take to comedy. I mean, they're all stupid. Don't get me wrong. Like these people are morons.
We've wasted our lives.
Yeah. He's probably figured out by doing that, by having absolutely no self-awareness, he's probably made more money doing stand-up than I have.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes I think,
like, when I made that album, which like is a classically viewed as like a chump move of like, oh, what, he put a bunch of open mic sets together and called it an album. Yes, I did. Because comedy's over and I'm never gonna, by the time it's back, I'll forget all those jokes and I might even never do it again.
Right, exactly.
And I made more money off of that than I did like total getting paid to do live performances like in 10 years.
I think that buying into the prestige of the industry is a mistake. And so even it's weird. It's because I don't want to praise these people, but on some level they are recognizing something that is correct, which is there's no right way to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I mean, me judging that is kind of tying back to, like, just all the horrible advice we got that ruined us.
Oh, my God.
Where it's like, don't move to L.A. until you're ready.
It's like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't matter.
We should have, like, honestly, our best bet would have been move to L.A. when we're as young as possible so that a producer would want to fuck us. Like, an old man would be like, wow, he looks almost like a boy. I should, let me ask him for a packet.
I'm not, man. I'm becoming so aware of like how not young I am anymore. I was like looking at my face in the mirror and I was like, oh my God, I'm just letting everything go.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tighten this stuff up. I want to maybe I'll get really weird, like plastic surgery. maybe like my next stint in hospital jail, I will just like go out and blow it immediately on like a $7,000 facelift.
You tell us you're in hospital jail again. So you're like, oh, I guess he's making more money. And then you come out, you just have like an entirely different face.
I have veneers.
Like, what were they testing? Yeah. You have like blindingly white teeth. We're like, what pill were you testing, Nick?
Yeah, I'm testing out Steve Harvey's mouth.
Yeah. You look like the old guy in Uncut Gems.
Oh my fucking God. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I felt really old yesterday. I was watching the first episode of Dave, which I assumed Lil Nicky sucked because girls like him, but he's really funny. The show's really good. And have you seen it?
No, I know of Lil Dicky. I don't like his raps that much, but I've heard the show is good.
The show is really good, but in the first episode, it's like, you know, he's playing himself. He's playing Lil Dicky, but it's like, you know, when he's just blowing up, and he's trying to get like a famous rapper to be on one of his songs, so he gets $10,000, and he pays this famous rapper YG to be on one of his songs. And I'm watching it, and like the episode's ending, I'm like, wow, that was really funny. That was good, but I wonder why they didn't cast like a real famous rapper to play himself. Why'd they make up this guy YG? Like,
right.
It's FX, they have the money, and then the credits, it's like YG, and I'm like, oh, it's like a real famous guy, and I have not followed rap or pop culture in so long.
Yeah, dude,
I've never heard of this like stunt casting.
Yeah, the world is starting to like pass us by, right? You can feel that, right? Like,
yeah. Oh, it already has.
Right. I don't know. Like, and you get into this weird thing where like I'm starting to like I can't tell because you never want to be the guy who gets old and then is like this new generation is depraved and they're completely out of their minds, and like, you know, we're witnessing like, you know, I don't know, you know, you feel like you're witnessing some sort of degradation in the progression of culture, and you're like, well, is that just what every fucking like generation does? But I've also just like I've been like going back and like watching like, you know, the interview shows, like the late night shows that they used to air on TV in like the 70s, and it's like, holy fuck, people were actually like a lot smart. Like I think that people have gotten like progressively dumber because of like, I don't know, the media landscape that we're exposed to. The fact that kids are now growing up watching fucking Owen Benjamin streams and Baked Alaska streams instead of like being stimulated with some kind of like, you know, informational or educational content. I don't know.
Well, I think it's like,
but it's been freaking me
McDonald's. Like if you fed 2020 McDonald's to like someone in the 50s, they'd like spit it out. It would confuse them.
It might kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, it's like it's such a jack off thing to say, but like I don't know, like did you?
They're
see
like,
today...
I'm tasting too much food. Is this 2 burgers? I don't understand.
Yeah, like I've never had like it's like flavor density that they're not used to.
Yeah. And then but you know, as the years go on, they figure out how to make it more and more addictive, and until there's purely no risk in the product at all, and that's what happened to entertainment also.
Right. And I don't know, it's just like it's a jack off thing to say, like, oh, I think Idiocracy is coming true, like whatever, but it kind of fucking is. Did you see today, like apparently like I'm so stupid at what I'm trying to say. Ah, fuck, hang on, I'm gonna pull it up so I can use the exact correct phrase. I wish that I had a more useful brain than the one that I do. Oh yeah. Water trading, in terms of like commodities, it's joining like gold and oil. Because there's a huge worry like within all industries, especially amongst traders, that water is going to become the next like hyper scarce resource. Well, obviously, of course it is. Every fucking science fiction book has been telling us that. But I started going down this like weird rabbit hole today where like, because I was thinking about how like I got like McDonald's last night and I was like, it's fucking crazy that like an extra large soda is $1, but like if you want to get a bottle of water, it's like an upcharge. And I'm like, I feel like the whole world's just gonna like work on like fucking like McDonald's rules where like they'll pump Coke Zero like directly to your house, right? But if you want a bottle of water, that's gonna be like they'll offer that at like a premium price, like for like rich people and like, you know, elites. Which I realized is what happens in Idiocracy. Like I forgot.
It's going to turn into like a streaming service system where it's like I'm going to have to subscribe to water so that it comes, but then I can also add on milk, and milk will come out of my tap.
Right. Fucking Jesus.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's weird.
Is insane. I've been playing around on Robinhood a little bit, and the more I learn about the stock market, which I'll admit has not been much, the more I'm convinced that it, like, just the practice of it at all is so unethical.
It's very unethical.
That, even if I was making more money, I currently make almost zero money. But even if I had more, I almost, like, ethically feel like investing it in the stock market is wrong. But it's also, like, the only way that you can retire.
Yeah, and the only people who can really, I mean, like, I don't know. I've thought about making money in one of the various ways that I make money. I need to do this instead of like buying a fucking PS5 or whatever. I just want to like take $1,000 and be like, let's see how far I can like multiply this, like playing the stocks. I admit it'll probably end badly, like just based off other decisions I've made. But like you need so much capital to even like be in a position with day trading where you could like multiply that wealth in like a super meaningful way. You know what I mean? You need to have a decent net of funds, and also a decent net of funds is like protection in case something does go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I mean that's really how you do it, is like you just have to have enough money to ride out the losses. What I've been kind of thinking, and if anyone knows about crypto, feel free to slide into our DMs and tell me if this is retarded or not. But I don't invest in any crypto because, again, I have very little money. When I say I'm playing on Robinhood, I mean $50 that I've turned into $58.
That's not bad.
But that includes the free stock they gave me. So like $4 of that is just them giving me a free stock. But I noticed crypto is like as high as it was back in like whenever like the huge like boom happened.
The halving was or whatever.
Yeah. I noticed it's like back there. So I'm like, oh, it must crash again. So then do I buy crypto next time it crashes?
Yeah, but I mean, I thought even though like the last time that it crashed, they were saying like, well, it'll never reach. I don't know, because there's always the risk of like you go in on the crash, and then the next there isn't, in a sense. Like that crash is finally the last one, and I feel like we're overdue for that especially because like cryptocurrency in general. I can't.
We should start a second like stocks podcast where we just don't fucking know anything.
We have nowhere where every week it's just us going, somebody please help us. Email us.
What's that show on my dad was telling me to watch it. Is it Jim?
Oh, Jim Cramer, Mad Money.
Yeah, I want a show like that where I'm just like I'm there in a suit and I'm like I don't fucking know what's going on.
Well, yeah, because Jim Cramer's whole thing is that like he's crazy. He's like throwing shit around the studio. He's yelling. Like if I had a Mad Money show, it would just be me. Like I would have a hammer. I would like systematically destroy the set. I would shove different things.
It would be Eric Andre.
What?
It would be Eric Andre.
It would fully be Eric Andre
with sound advice.
And I'd be like, all right, we're going to take some callers for this next hour. Please help me. Please tell me what to do.
Oh, you know what? They should combine Mad Money with that Japanese show we were talking about on the one episode where we give you $100 and you have to turn that into a living on the stock market. So then,
Matt-
like, some episodes it comes back and you're like trying to hang yourself with like a microphone, and the crew is stopping you.
Just like, yeah, fuck, no, please, I have to.
Yeah.
I owe the network $50,000 somehow.
Yeah. Man, the crash in like 29 must have been crazy because you didn't even have like a chart to look at to explain it. Like you just like you just got a paper to your house telling you all your money was gone, and you just had to believe it.
Yeah, I feel like the way that people realized that the stock market crash was like there was a chill in the air. You know what I mean? Like the winds changed and everybody was like, "Oh fuck, we're in the depression now." I can feel it.
Well, the other thing about the stock market is it's like fucking it's rigged because like how many senators dumped stocks right before COVID hit the news?
So many. I used to know all their names because I was so that was back when, like, you know, before there were like 8 things to worry about every week. I knew all of their names. I was like writing angry notes about them in my computer. They were parody, every single one of them.
Yeah, really funny stuff.
Were just hilarious stuff. And frankly, the Hard Times rejected all of it. I don't know why they would do that. But
yeah, we've been trying to bring the Hard Times from just like satirical articles to satirical, shall we call it, art installations.
Yeah.
Where I was going to install a piece of art in the mayor's car.
Yeah.
And what happened when he turns the key?
Who's to say?
Just a big
that's
laugh.
The surprise.
Just a big laugh.
Yeah, an enormous laugh.
Yeah, really subverts your expectations to make a salient point.
Yeah, man, I don't know. The stock market's obviously corrupt because like the whole thing. Because I know that like insider trading, you get in a lot of trouble if you do it, but also like the more you learn about, like, I don't know, it feels like it's pretty easy to like. I don't understand. Insider trading seems like it must be happening all the time, even like with all like with all the backdoor deals that Silicon Valley companies make with each other. They're all letting each other fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, who has ever been arrested for insider trading other than Martha Stewart? Like, it's only like rich. It's like the Chris Rock distinction where it's like it's rich people, it's not wealthy people.
Right, exactly. How do they prove insider trading? I would like to insider trade a little bit, I feel like.
That'd be funny if you got busted on, like, you had an inside tip, so you bet $10 on Google.
Yeah. Also, can I ask another question?
You had no right to make that $3.
Here's my other question. How come you're not allowed to insider trade? You have what's wrong with obtaining information that's going to be true? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how there are rules to the stock market. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
It's so weird because I can't tell whether to think of it as something fake that people are creating or if it's just like this completely uncontrollable force.
I think it's I don't think it's the second one. I think it is 100% something. I don't know, man. It's really easy to get people to buy into shit, especially shit that's been there since they were born. Like, you know, I was having the argument that like my family always like whenever I'm like the stock market is fake. Like stocks seem to rise and fall for like no apparent reason whatsoever. Like it's not even directly tied to the well-being of the company. Sometimes it's like a personal scandal. And what they say is they're like, well, the stock market's predictive. And I'm like, what does that mean? That's all they can say. Like the stock market is just there to be predictive. I'm like, okay, so I mean, predicting something, we famously make fun of people who predict things. We make fun of them for being liars and charlatans. You can't go based on predictions. I don't know. I'm sorry. Am I too worked up? I want more money. Give it to me. How do I get it?
I really would like some more money. Aren't we supposed to learn something about the stimulus tomorrow?
We were supposed to fucking learn something today. I think what they're going to try to do is they've got to pass that bill so that the government doesn't shut down. And it looks like the move is they're going to try to attach all of their essentially the stimulus bill to the bill that keeps the government open, which will hopefully they can get some like a better deal. I think they said something like that. It was
that'd be a funny thing for Trump to veto.
He's done it before. Did you remember when the government was shut down for 2 months?
No, I've already forgotten so much.
in the first year of his presidency. I think it was the first year or something, right? The first or the second year, the government was shut down for like almost 2 months. That was when all the national parks got really fucking dirty because there were no government employees to clean them up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which
Man.
and I sounded
I'm
very
gonna do
critical
some
there for a
insider
minute.
trading. If you have any intel about large corporations, please slide into our darn DMs.
Yeah. And maybe we'll tell you something about some things that we know about.
Should we start publicly trading Coward Hour?
Yeah, how do we turn Coward Hour into a stock?
Well, I think we need to incorporate it as a business first.
Didn't we do that?
No.
Okay, let's do it.
Should we do that?
What would those stocks even be worth?
I don't know. Very little.
Or maybe very much. Nobody knows. It's really impossible.
Maybe we
to
should
say.
make like a certain Patreon tier. You own a stock in Coward Hour.
No, because you want to know why? Because somebody will be able to own like 60% of the company for like $40 most.
Yeah, we lose our controlling shares.
Yeah, we have to move into their house.
Yeah, we accidentally like, and then also the Hard Times is mad because they're like, we own you.
And we're like, sorry guys.
Sorry guys, we forgot.
Yeah, we forgot. You're gonna have to talk to Todd now.
Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to speak to the board. And it's just like 3 incels and
Oh fuck! I do not want our listeners to have any. I can't have them. I can't have them like running a shadowy corp that controls my life because I feel like that's already happening.
Well, what about okay, so we don't sell stocks in Coward Hour. We sell stocks in us as individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can invest in me for a percentage of my net worth, which as it grows, you can then cash out, and I have to pay you back for the stock. So hopefully that there's not like a run on the bank and everybody wants their money back, and I have to like sell my blood or something.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, maybe I'll sell my individual organs. People will own the rights to my organs.
I feel like if you don't get rid of them all at once, you might be okay. It's like Jenga, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, you don't need a heart and a liver for, like, less than 10 minutes.
Yes, correct. That's exactly right. That is right out of the medical textbook. I'm amazed that you knew that off the top of your head.
Look,
I'm
a learned man.
I don't know if we could sell stock in ourselves because people already say they don't take stock in what we say, like as a figure of speech. I don't think that making it literal would be any more helpful to us.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right. Well, instead, maybe we can have people gamble on the show.
Now, this I can get into. But gamble on what?
Amount of slurs.
Just some vague over-unders on like what the next gaff will be.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be like some Coward Hour bingo card tropes.
Well, I think that this is, again, you know where this is all starting to point back to is Disgraced live stream, where we just have people betting on us in real time like we're 2 retarded racehorses in like the streets of Los Angeles. Where we literally just like self bum fight each other, basically.
Or it's a race. The race is just to watch us go insane. Who completely loses their sanity first.
You know what's funny? That would be a difficult thing to call. I'll tell you why. Because it's very possible that it would be me before you, but I would poker face it a little better. It's like when you know there's something wrong with the car, but it is still running. It looks good on the outside. It was just washed, but like the rack and pinion is shot. And then it's more apparent, like one of the wheels pops, right? You're like, okay, there's clearly something wrong with the car. It's not driving. But like me, it's like I'm still driving, but like the engine is about to catch on fire.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's if a metaphor for how our different mental illnesses would manifest.
You're like a car that like the mechanic put sawdust in or something to like get it to keep going an extra like 10 miles.
Yeah, sugar in the tank or something.
Yeah, you're a lemon.
Yeah. And I'm like, actually, I'm running better than ever before. The sugar was really helpful.
Yeah, we could definitely like other podcasts advertise for gambling sites. We're just gonna have to cut out the middleman, and we're gonna have to become bookies, but only on retarded things to gamble on.
It's a one-stop gambling shop. we're the like, bookies in the game.
You're like, how many ants are on Isaac's body right now? People play the like how many M&Ms are in the jar game.
Well, it's also rigged, so like if somebody correctly guesses, I quickly I reach into my pocket and throw 30 more ants on Isaac. Oh, too bad. You're so close.
The house always wins.
Yeah. That's the game, folks. What are you going to do? Yeah, man. Yeah, let's get this going. I think that this is the next. I think that we've exhausted the limits of this format. I think that what we need to get into next is essentially interactive live leak videos. And it should be like that movie, that fucking James Franco movie, Nerve, where like people, or almost like, isn't there? What's the movie where they're live streaming people killing each other?
Oh, I remember this from fucking from like 98 or something.
Something like something like that.
It's called something retarded, like murder.com or something.
Oh, fear. We should fear.com. We got a fear.com out right now, dude. We have to do it.
But it's just us threatening suicide.
Yeah, we threatened to kill each other, or we threatened to kill ourselves and immediately make the most money we've ever made.
Oh, here's a good grift. So you know how there's like an alt-right like free speech version of every platform?
Yeah.
Like how now there's what was it called?
Parler.
We got to start naughty TikTok. The TikTok that's racist.
Yeah, racist TikTok. That is what we need to do. I need
just like front-facing camera of a guy yelling out his car at black people. It's like, ooh, tweak the algorithm. Send that one. Send that one on its way.
Yeah, dude. I just want to see people in like clan hoods, like doing like synchronized dances to K-pop. They're just like, we hate their eyes, but we love these hooks.
Yes. You know those the TikTok Bae sends me TikToks. Does your Bae like TikToks?
Yeah, she loves
all
them.
Baes love TikToks. Do you know the one where it's like it's like that R&B song playing and it shows the dog and then it gets the lyrics, it started when we were young, and then it cuts to the dog as a puppy?
No, but you've painted the picture.
Yeah, you understand. It's that, but with like a riot dog from the 60s.
Yeah.
Just a cute little puppy like trying to maul a guy.
God, that is so fucking. Yeah, it's like you see the dog with like just with a severed black foot in his mouth, and then it cuts to the dog as a puppy holding a fire hose, just mowing down an entire parade of civil rights protesters.
Yeah,
racist TikTok.
Racist TikTok. It has like Snapchat face filters, of course, but like you know what they do. You can fill it.
Mm-hmm.
The listener knows where this is going.
They have some forbidden emojis on racist TikTok. Well, there's dude. You know what's funny? So like Bay, I ruin everything for Bay because Bay will send me memes and then I just hit back like 10 times harder.
Oh yeah, it's like when someone lightly roasts you.
And I'm just like, oh yeah, get a load of this.
Oh yeah, well I spent hours researching your failures.
They will send me like cute, kind of funny memes, then I'll just send her shit from like that Divine Circuit account on Twitter. It's just like people being drowned in their own homes, but set to like, you know, music from Super Mario 64. Yeah. But so she would send me TikToks, and then I started getting into TikToks, and I started getting really into this girl because I have to remember her name. Fuck, maybe I'll retweet it on the Twitter, but I sent it to the Discord. But there's this girl on TikTok. She seems like she's like, I don't know if she's in America or if she's in another country. But because she looks like she's Asian, and I can't tell if she's in like an Asian country. But she has all these very innocuous videos where like she's very cute, she's dancing, she's like lip syncing. But then I don't know if people like started sending her money, but she has these weird videos where like she just sits down in the chair and she's like, "Hi guys," and then she just like rips ass. She rips the nastiest fucking ass I've ever heard. And then like she has like 10 videos where she lets her dog hump her.
Well,
and it's really very bizarre.
Damn.
And she gets her feet all dirty and puts them in the camera.
The internet, look, is really a mistake.
It's completely a mistake. I would just love to know like the genesis of that, where it's like she got on TikTok because it's like a cool trendy thing. She filmed some music videos, and then one guy was like, "I will give you $500 if you let that dog fuck you." And she was like,
"The biggest amount of money you can imagine is $500."
Well, no, that's where it starts. That's the first amount of
Nick,
money.
What have you done for $500?
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Nothing we need to go into. No, I'm trying to paint a realistic picture. Of course, she starts charging more. She quickly realizes her worth, but you have to start. You start in the mailroom, Brendan.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how it works.
What
have I done for $500? But
were you gonna say something?
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just having a dark moment of reflection. Did I cut? Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I need to figure out how to delete my Parler account.
Why did you start a Parler account?
I started a Parler account like fucking 6 months ago because I thought that because I wanted to see what Anthony Cumia was tweeting. I thought it would be really funny, and to be fair, it was. Like, I just wanted to see like what all these like disgraced people were tweeting like at the height of the pandemic.
Yeah.
And also I thought that Nick Mullen was actually on there. I don't know if it's actually him or not. And Lorez was on there, and I was like, I want to see what he's saying. So I have a Parler account, and it has my picture on it, and it even like links to the Coward Hour site. And now I can't log back into. I don't remember how to get into Parler.
Nick.
so that's
Damn, someone's definitely going to compile like a list of everyone on Parler.
God damn it. Yeah, you're right. Well, look, I'll figure it out.
Oh, man, that's not ideal, but you know what? It's been like 2.5 years of this.
What are they going to do to us? I think the only thing I was
going to say, like, we can rehabilitate our we can
rehabilitate?
We can rehabilitate our image after we start getting paid more.
Yeah, and it's easy to do. It's very, very easy to do.
Yeah. It really, sometimes it hurts my feelings that we've never been canceled because it tells me that we really are small potatoes.
Oh, you say that, and I feel like when it happens, you're really not going to like it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to ruin my brain for a long time.
I would much rather walk the line of, like, almost being... I mean, the ideal thing is you get to a level where you so don't have to worry about being in the industry that like the people know like even attempting to cancel you is pointless because like they can't get anybody mad enough at you who could take anything away from you, you know? But it's still nice to see the effort. It is kind of a nice feeling, I guess.
It would be nice. It would make me feel like I was someone.
Yeah, we all just want our moment in the sun, dude.
Yeah. As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be canceled.
Oh fuck, dude. It'll happen. I like look, if you're starting to feel anxious about it, we can make it happen. We can definitely speed it up. The thing about being canceled is nobody's keeping it from you. You can make it happen if you really, really want it.
I feel like that would crush me though, is if we tried and it didn't work. Like if we just tweeted out the N-word from both our personal accounts and the Coward Hour account, and like no one took the bait. Like I lose like 6 followers. I'm just like, damn.
The rest of them are cool with it.
Or no, what it really tells me is how many of my followers no longer have accounts. Like how many of it is just people, like old dead accounts no one's reading.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude. That's got to be really true. Yeah, I think that's true for me. It's funny. I like sometimes I'm like, it's the same thing you do where I'm like, have I been shadow banned? Like, what is going on? Because I'll have tweets where I'm like, I know this is funny, but yeah, I've got friends who have like, what?
And then sometimes like randomly, sometimes someone will like an old tweet of mine, and I'll look at it, it has like 300 likes, and I'm like, this is great.
Yeah, not anymore.
Yeah, every single tweet gets like between 5 and 15 likes.
Well, there's so many different facts. I'm the same. It's like on a good day, you know, like 40 to 60, but most of my tweets you're hovering around like 15 to 20, and sometimes you get like 2, but those are for me. Yeah. It's good to have those. It's good to tweet about.
I view it as a great act of self-love that I no longer delete those.
Yeah. Oh, I left my one up about Mank today. I was like, I have to say what I feel about Mank.
Was that
the new, what?
What did I didn't see the tweet. What was it?
Oh, it was literally just Mank was good but not historically accurate. I felt that I had to tweet that. That was after some retarded tweet about like I can't remember drawing Jesus Christ or something like that. Scaring a woman with a drawing of Jesus Christ, I think was the tweet. And that one did okay.
Yeah. Women fear Christ.
Well, and I'm trying to instill a healthy fear. Because let me tell you something. You come into this house, there's gonna be 3 people in the bedroom. You, me, and him framed above us.
I really need to get some religious iconography in here.
Oh yeah, dude. You got to go potluck religion. I think that you should definitely. I'm still in the year of potluck religion. I think it might carry on into 2020. Mm-hmm. You want to get some you definitely want to get some depictions of Christ. You definitely want to start depicting Muhammad in your room. I think you do.
Yeah, I'm just like a very ill-informed Muslim. I'm a fan. I put it up like a Michael Jordan poster.
Oh fuck, that's so funny.
Yeah, definitely gotta get some crosses.
Oh yeah, dude.
Maybe a nice like brutal crucifix with like the little red paint at the feet.
Yeah, you got to recognize this. You want to see the thorns digging into his forehead.
I really would.
You know, that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see.
That's really what I want to see.
You sick fuck. That's what you want to see.
I do want to see that. To remind you.
Know what? Do you know what's fucked up? I want to see that too, but I want to see it being done to baby Jesus. Like I'm just a guy that doesn't exist. I'm like I think the crucifixion is beautiful, but only when it's baby Jesus.
I don't care for this. Your room would look,
this at all.
You don't have anything on your walls. It would look really sick if you just had like a crucifix on the wall, like an old like estate sale crucifix.
Right.
Like really well done. Just a fucking Catholic ass brutal crucifix.
Yeah, that's what I want, dude. Of
Yeah.
baby Jesus. I can't believe you're pushing back on this. I want to see brutal baby Jesus.
I don't like this bit, Nick.
What is it, Brendan? What's happened to you? What is this political correctness? I'm being canceled for my beliefs.
No, this is political correctness. I'm being offensive by being religious.
I see. Okay. All right. Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm just trying to be the most interesting. I'm trying to be the only guy like this. I'm trying to be a maverick individual American, and it's my right to depict baby Jesus. Anyway, I won't even say it. Any way that I want. In any position, in any position that I want. Well, I'm a collector of vintage erotica. I just use like the Paul Rubens defense.
I don't think that
This isn't Brendan. This is insane.
I don't think that God wants to hear you talk like this.
Oh my God, dude! How many jokes do you make every week about pedophiles and pedophilia? And this is the pushback. This is crazy to me. That's
Look,
fine.
I'm a Christian man.
Okay.
I'm not telling you what to say. I'm just not laughing, Nick.
All right. It's interesting to see the line. And folks, now we know the line. That's the beautiful thing about finding the line. Once you find it, it's in the sand. You know exactly where not to go. Or maybe it's the line where the goal is.
I am getting kind of like prudish, but not about anything that other people are like. What people are offended at in comedy right now is not like what I like. Me, I'll like go to an open mic and I'll just be like, "Why do you got to be proud about your abortion?"
Right.
It's a serious thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to be ashamed, but why are we acting like these young people?
Yeah, you're very upset about the babies in purgatory, dude.
I care very much for I don't think that babies go to purgatory, but
they unbaptized babies go to purgatory. Right, I forgot you're Protestant.
Yeah.
If you'll read the literature, you'll know that there's a bunch of unbaptized babies floating around in a bizarre gray space, which to me seems wrong. It does seem a bit odd.
Yeah, Christ died for all our sins.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm not going to dispute that. That's right there in the books. But
is there something funny we can talk about? We're at an hour, so let's wrap up instead of diving into our stances on abortion.
Okay, definitely. We can do that. But do I get to share my stance?
I mean,
I'm absolutely kidding. I'm absolutely joking. I'm not going to talk about my stance on abortion, Brendan.
This is a weird end.
Well, talk about anything else. Talk about talk about. Have you seen anything that you liked? Have you watched? I just watched Mank. It broke my heart because it's beautifully shot, but it gets all the details of the writing of Citizen Kane wrong. And I don't know.
Do you think
it bummed
it's
me
to
out.
like good narrative effect, or why do you just? Do you think there was a better movie to be made that was accurate?
Yes, but there's layers of inaccuracy to it that are absolutely bizarre. Where like okay, I understand like it's a common myth that like Orson Welles stole credit from Herman Mankiewicz for writing Citizen Kane and Mankiewicz wrote it by himself. It's not true. It's pretty conclusively proven that Orson Welles like heavily doctored Mank's script and like made it the version that we all know. That's fine. The weird thing that the movie did was that they turned Mank into an Upton Sinclair supporting socialist, like a staunch socialist who saved an entire village of German people like from the impending Nazi regime in the late 30s. Which is weird because Herman Mankiewicz was like a conservative. He wasn't on the left at all. So like there's all of these really weird.
Is Orson Welles portrayed as like a conservative, or is that?
No. Orson Welles is just portrayed as a villain. Mank, it's more about Mank's relationship with William Randolph Hearst, who like Charles Foster Kane was based off of, and he's obviously supposed to be like opposed to him because like Hearst was in favor of I forget. I wish I could remember the name. The Republican opponent of Upton Sinclair, who won, getting in along with like Louis B. Mayer and all these fucking people. So. But it seems like they shoehorned it in to have a bunch of conversations about like socialism versus American conservatism, like just to mirror the conversations that are happening right now. And it was absolutely bizarre. I mean, it should be noted that like it was written by David Fincher's failure of a father, Jack Fincher. Total failure, complete failure of a man. That was why he had to for one of his movies to get made, he had to die, and then 20 years later his son finally threw him a bone and said, "Okay, Dad, I'll make your movie." But it's just it was weird. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty. Gary Oldman's all right, but like it just kind of bummed me out. Robbie's like, I wonder if that was like a note from Netflix.
Maybe. It's fucking weird. Like, you'd think that we'd have like I don't know, for socialism being in every piece of media imaginable, you'd think there'd be more than like 3 in Congress.
That's very true. Well, yeah, that was the irony of it too, because I don't believe that David Fincher or Netflix has any like true socialist sympathies. Is why it was so strange that it was pushed. That's why I think it was just kind of like supposed to be like a superficial choice of like, look, it's back then and it's just like now. And there's also like there's really funny like biopic moments where characters are just like, Adolf Hitler, whoever thinks he'll be in power. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's just like, okay, this is kind of badly written.
That is really funny.
and
Adolf Hitler,
also,
whoever thinks he'll catch on, and then it cuts to Hitler, and he's like, "Just you wait."
They also invented this weird thing where like to incur like Mank was like he was an alcoholic, and he was recovering from like a horrible car accident that killed one of his friends. They just gloss right, like you just see Mank being like lifted out of the wreckage, and his friend is dead, and then Mank is never even like, I miss that guy who was driving me. But in the movie, the way that Orson Welles motivates Mank to write his screenplay for him is he sends him this decadent suitcase of hard liquor that he's allowed to have after he finishes like a set number of pages, which is insane. That didn't have like, and then at the end he's mad. He smashes it. He takes his liquor away. I don't know. It was strange and sensational, but it did give me a lot of good ideas.
How are you going to send an alcoholic liquor he's supposed to drink later?
Right, exactly.
I would never finish that script.
It's because he can't get out of bed. So he's like, they're like taunting him with the alcohol. It was just absurd.
I don't know almost anything about Orson Welles, but that's inaccurate just from like the perspective of someone in Hollywood thinking that a particular person needs to write something.
Yeah.
Like scripts will be taken from people and rewritten for nothing.
Right.
they're like, well, this man on death's door, we must torture him into writing this movie.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can trick this dead retard.
I know what will help this alcohol finish his script more efficiently. More booze than he could ever in his wildest dreams imagine. Like, so it was fucking weird. It looked really pretty. They made it sound like a movie from the 40s, but I don't know. It soured on me as I've sat on it. It's it's almost as bad as the Netflix comedy specials they've been putting out. Hey, come on.
Yeah, they're no good.
They're no good.
Oh, we're at an hour 8.
All right, let's cut it.
We ended on a little laugh there. So
we did end on a laugh. I'm sorry. You know what? Let me just do this. I didn't mean to. I didn't realize I was going to breach a tie. I didn't mean to genuinely offend you. I'm sorry about that.
It's okay,
I did that.
Nick. I'm not offended to the point I'm upset. I was just like, this isn't funny to me.
Okay, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, everybody has their taste.
But, and you know what? That's exactly right.
I believe that you should have the right to say that wherever you want, and that's why we need Parler.
That's right. I should take that take to Parler. I should see how well that floats on Parler. I tweet that out. My next tweet is like, look, like this is actually how I solve the problem. If I'm worried about my account on Parler, I just tweet that. And then my next tweet is like, look, I drew a picture, and then they just wipe my account from Parler. I have solved my own problem.
If you get, you're going to be the first ratioed person on Parler.
Oh fuck! All right, well, see, look, it led to something beautiful. We've solved the problem.
It certainly did. All right, this week we got Brendan Cooney on the cast.
Yes, that's going to be really fucking fun when we do that this Thursday.
Hell yeah. All right, that is our episode.
All right, guys, see ya. Bye.
Knock, knock, open up, it's me, the crazy, shady, faded fucker, so rock the G. See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio, showing growth, fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self-suck. Oh fuck, I busted already, I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady, now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo, heavy petting on a Friday night. That's talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right. Got my candles in the fishnets cause it's on tonight. Oh, that's right, it's time to fillet. No need to debate me, I suck until I go ooh-wee and spray my white pee-pee. I got that ski.